Okay, we're going to get started on the tell phase of the design process. And we're going to start with this first worksheet that's around storytelling. So Katie and I decided that there's two ways I think you can do this. One is to go back to all your previous mural boards and copy and paste, because I think the Post-it notes, because many of these questions have existed previously, which is why we sort of are using the storytelling method. But I think the other way to do it, which we're going to try, is just rewriting everything from scratch and sort of using this as a good way to see what ideas have stuck with us and how we want to communicate the story in a bigger sense now that we've been through so many phases of the design process. So the first one is, and Katie's sort of pre-populating some of the Post-its.
Many Post-its.
What's that?
I made many Post-its. Okay, there we go. Great.
So the first one is that we met. So tell us more about the primary stakeholder. Do we want to go with Halima or Arjun, or do we sort of anonymize them both into like sort of a caregiver person? What do we think?
Well, let's keep Halima kind of as our kind of heroine.
Okay.
So we met Halima, a caring and engaged aunt who is responsible for helping her niece and nephews. There's more than one, right? Boys. Learn from home during the pandemic. Okay. Is there anything else? Or is that pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we noticed that Halima was, I'm going to say that despite Halima's expertise in learning, in teaching, she wasn't confident that she was doing the right thing in supporting her family while they learn from home.
Yeah.
I'm just going to add, she felt like she was going it alone. Is there anything you would change there?
No, I think that seemed good. I was just sort of rereading it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's keep going. So the next one is, so we created. What concepts did we create? What assumptions were we hoping to test in those prototypes?
Yeah, I wonder if we start here with the playbook.
Yeah.
Because then we have a chance to talk about how our idea evolved.
Great.
So we created a playbook for learning at home that would provide written strategies for how to learn. And then we learned that a written, expert-driven set of strategies would not be likely to be used because there is already so much out there like that.
Yeah.
Great. Is there anything you would add? there?
Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I was just sort of that, and maybe it's just a variation of what's already there, which is that the type of content, like it being videos and it being sort of accessible through the phone and other technologies, I think seems pretty important.
Yeah, so like we learned that maybe just how the information, how and who, wait, how the information is shared and who is sharing the information really matters.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Coming less from experts and more for families, from families, shared in an entertaining,
Story-driven way.
Story-driven way. Awesome.
Cool.
Okay, great. We learned so much.
Yeah.
So now we hope to implement. So maybe we should use the like title. I'm going back to our implement page.
Yeah, maybe we can just grab the title and the
content headline.
What is it? The headline, yeah.
And maybe the description. Do we want to do all three?
Yeah, maybe just the big three green ones.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. I can hear the story trailer, the movie trailer in my head. In a world where kids are learning from home and parents don't know what to do, we've created Adventures in Learning from Home. Awesome. Okay, great. Does this feel good? We feel like this tells the story of kind of the evolution of our design process?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great. Awesome. I'm realizing, yeah, so the one thing that maybe we should add, though, before we move on, is the kind of so what part. So, like, I wonder if we add down here. Hang on. So we hope to implement Adventures in Learning from Home.
Yeah.
So that, this is actually, I think, a good note to make for the improving, so that families and students are confident about their ability to learn on their own effectively.
Awesome.
Okay. Now I'm going to make a note to add that. So that storytelling. Okay, cool. All right, that feels better because that ties in the impact that we're trying to make as well.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, should we move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great.